hope lives always. Even if we're the ones who are called to bring hope to those who come after us. During the Middle Ages, Christians would take a pilgrimage journey to different places that were significant to their faith. The earliest pilgrimage journeys went all the way to Jerusalem, to the places where Jesus actually walked. But in the Middle Ages, it became too dangerous to do that. And so these early pilgrims would travel down back roads and side streets to different cathedrals in Europe to see artifacts, to see sacred relics, and to go together as pilgrims. Those first pilgrims, though, they didn't know where to go. The road wasn't laid out in front of them, and they had to try to figure out which ways were safe and which ways weren't. In a very real way, and in a very tangible way, they were paving the way for those that would follow them, so that those that followed them would know the safe route. And what they would do, they would mark those spots, often with scallop shells, like this one. The scallop shell is an early symbol for baptism, and in many churches they still will take water in a scallop shell and pour it over people to baptize them. But it's also in the shape of a hand, almost. And the way that it sits in the street, sometimes they are embedded into the streets in Europe, almost beckoning these pilgrims, this is the way, this is the way. And it would lead these people on a safe route. During what we're facing right now, there are no scallop shells showing us the right and safe path to travel. We are having to forge those paths together carefully, trying our best to stay safe and to keep each other safe. But it is my hope that we will do a good enough job that maybe one day, if this kind of thing ever happens again, that people then won't have to walk the road that we're walking now, feeling around and trying to make sure that we stay safe. Maybe they can follow our trail markers and find a sense of hope within them. I am quite sure that those first pilgrims did not look at what they were doing there with any level of excitement or joy, especially when it was dangerous. And we probably don't either. But as we look forward, that maybe our trail markers of hope will be helpful to others. That maybe it can bring us some hope now. Because hope lives always.